A new global study from the Lego Group is revealing that girls, even at a young age, are feeling the intense pressure to be perfect. And the girls surveyed say this is impacting the way they play and even how they create things.
I feel a bit pressured because I think, oh no, I have to make it perfect. For it to be perfect, there should be no errors. It has to be no mistakes.
And it might turn out wrong.
Oh.
So in addition to that pressure to be perfect, the girls surveyed also feel there's not equal treatment when it comes to boys their same age. Joining us now is Katie Horwitch. She is a mindset coach and author of Want Yourself, Shift Your Self-Talk, and Unearth the Strength in Who You Were All Along. Okay, Katie, first just walk us through this global study. I mean, we've already touched a little bit on some of the surprising, but maybe not all that surprising, but at least surprising to see it visualized, the numbers that so many people feel. What stood out to you?
Yeah, I mean, it is, like you said, not surprising, but it is jarring to see that girls start out with a lot of creative confidence, as the study says, but that stat of 76% of girls starting with all that confidence actually flips, and more like 2/3, 3/4 of girls ages 5 to 12 start to doubt their abilities, their ideas, get afraid of making mistakes by the time that they're 12, you know, so that flips. And I think the other thing that was surprising or notable is that this is reinforced in the everyday moments. This is reinforced by everyday language that we're using and these kids are becoming fluent in.
That's what I want to get to. What is some of that everyday language that we as adults, parents, caregivers need to really put an emphasis on that encourages creativity and helps kids understand that it's okay to make mistakes, especially when it comes to girls? Give us some examples.
Yeah, so the study shows that there are some adjectives that are used with girls that aren't used as much with boys. Adjectives like sweet or cute or perfect. And so, you know, you can see why girls start to idealize something that looks sweet or cute or is perfect, whereas boys are more likely to be called creative, genius, cool. It's more about the quality instead of the looks of the thing. So if we can start to shift that language with our girls, praising the journey over the destination, praising character over output, those small changes make a really, really big difference.
Raising the effort.
Yeah, so more than half of the children in this study said they feel like adults listen more to creative ideas when they come from boys than girls. You know, I think even just in my career, I've been in pitch meetings, and I think I look at how my male colleagues would pitch something, and I over-explain, oversell, because I think more is needed for me to get a yes than maybe they do. So when we're looking at younger women and younger girls, how do we empower younger girls to speak up for themselves and make sure that their voices are being heard? And also, how do we as adults who are maybe in the room and in charge in some spaces make sure that we aren't doing some of the same patterns?
Yeah, well, I think you brought up two amazing things. A is that adults doing the same patterns. Kids learn from what we do, what they see. They're sponges, and you know, adults are just kids who have sponged up the world, that have soaked in everything. And so I think when it comes to adults and it comes to kids, it's kind of the same thing. So oftentimes we will think of the consequences of what will happen when we speak up for ourselves. We think we'll be wrong, maybe we'll be scolded, we'll be talked over. And so of course we feel tentative to share our ideas and to stand up for ourselves. However, if we can change the consequence, that if this happens, then this happens, and we can start to show ourselves and our girls that it's a great thing to stand up for yourself, that you will be praised, that you're being a part of a community. These things can make it more exciting and enticing even to say, yeah, I am going to stand up for myself, and I'm going to stand solid in who I am.
Yeah, it's important to model and to praise the effort and to encourage them to stand up for themselves. Girls in this study say that they're feeling this intense pressure to be perfect. Did the study look at how boys regard these outside influences? How are boys feeling?
You know, this is so interesting because it's like they experience similar, but not exactly. So if we're taking the perfectionist, like you said, Ellison, adult into account, if we look at men and what they struggle with, this is stuff that's solidified when these men were once boys. So the need to, you know, be the best, or the need to be super strong, super powerful, super masculine, hide those feelings. And so if we can start to make room for the full spectrum of ourselves at a young age.
For boys and girls.
For boys and girls,
Right.
that is going to have incredible long-term ramifications.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All right, mindset coach Katie Horwitch, thank you so much. It was great to see you.
Thank you so
Katie,
much.
stay with us. We will be right back. You are watching NBC News Daily.